Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is SM Trader. Today is August the 20th. It is 10:47 a.m. I am looking at the MNQ. Today, I executed a trade. I want to show you guys how I traded in this down environment. This was actually a very difficult trade, and that's the reason why I want to show you guys. I would not recommend doing this to beginners. Definitely not. But this trade was a low risk, high reward counter trend trade in a down environment. So we're looking at the MNQ, and so before I get into the trade, let's just go ahead and just take a look at market structure and what's happened prior in the prior days. But we can see back here on what is that, August 17th, we reached a high at 30339. All right. And you can see the market has just tanked ever since then. This is the 10-minute chart. And what we're looking at here, these are price action tools that I use what I look at on the 10-minute chart, I look at hourly sessions. So each tool represents, or each of these blocks represent a 4-hour session. I look at 4-hour sessions and I look at 2-hour sessions. And as you can see, this tool, it's extremely accurate in depicting when price will move from a particular point. So you can see price broke out here, beautiful trade here, beautiful trade here, came back for a retest, beautiful trade here. There it is there. The level, beautiful trade there, beautiful trade there, beautiful trade there. And that's basically how it works. Beautiful trade here, right? Beautiful trade here, beautiful trade here, beautiful trade here, beautiful trade here. All right, so we have our levels, but what I want to show you guys, okay, let's just expand this out right here. So what do we have here? If anyone out there is familiar with stage analysis or cycle stage analysis, my trading system is very similar to that, but it's more advanced than what Stan Weinstein originally published. But so we were in a stage 4 here. So following a stage 4, typically there's going to be a stage 1. So we have the stage 1 here, and interesting that did not break out into a stage 2. It resumed back into another stage 4. So let's go ahead and take a look at where this thing was headed. So we know that we should be trading down, right? Constantly be trading down. No question about that. Now let's switch over to the 1-minute chart. All right, and let's take a look at the future threshold levels. Okay, so this is today's futures threshold level. And from 2 a.m. to 2:50 a.m., we should be trading bearish. No up trades whatsoever. Now I did an up trade, but I'm going to tell you why. So you see, from 250, we hit the futures threshold. Beautiful trade here, right? And then we have our level, right? Our 4-hour session level. That level holds. If price will move up, okay, if we're above the level, we're going to take price up, and we're going to go to the prior session close from yesterday. All right, that's our target. You can see how that held as support. So these are all rules that price will typically adhere to. So that this was a no-brainer to take this trade, and this is your target. Okay, from here you're going to be looking for a reversal, and so we got that right here at prior session close. Beautiful dump down, and we hit a low. Okay, when we hit this low, this first low point right here. So right now it's saying that this is the low, but prior when I came in, this was the low. And when I saw this horseshoe pattern, okay, so you see it comes down, the H comes up, so we call it a horseshoe pattern. then I'm looking at this level and I'm like, okay, prices, there's a likelihood that price is gonna react right here, and it's gonna bounce. We already had um we already had two stage fours, okay, which is interesting. So I'm looking for price to bounce right here. And so I went ahead and initiated a trade. And so now we're gonna, and this was the trade to head up over here. Let's go ahead and switch to a different chart that I want to show you where the actual trade. There's the data panel. We can see everything is bearish for the day. Okay, lots of A plus trades to the downside in extreme fear. Okay, here are the sectors, and we can see how it's money has been rotating from these sectors into these sectors. All right, and now let's do this. Actually, you guys didn't see that. So here are the sectors right here. Okay, so we got A plus trades to the downside. So let's see. All right, there we go. All right, this is my trade here. Okay, so this is the 1 minute chart, still MNQ. Trade entered here. So what I did was I first entered with one contract, waited for momentum to kick in and for the commitment to kick in, and then added on two more for a total of three, and took the exit here at three. Now, once I entered here, um, I was actually with my kids, dropping them off at school, and hit my target, which is here. All right. So this target is the 390 exponential. So that was my target. Uh, but unfortunately, I did not take the exit because I'm in the car driving. But you can see that now we're in this stage one right here. Here's a stage. So here's a stage one. I'm sorry, here's the stage four. Here's the stage one. So it's going to be range bound, just chop. You want to stay out of this. But if you're an advanced trader, you can trade it, right? We re-entered a stage four, came back to a stage one. So now, beginner traders, you want to stay out of your stage ones, okay? Experienced traders, you know that you're going to have a range bound time period, and you're just going to bounce back and forth. So you're going to take your trades from the extreme levels, right? So here to here, here to here, here to here, here, boom, down. So once I got back, so I missed this exit here. So once I got back, price comes back down here, and I'm looking. So now I'm thinking, okay, this level has held. Price has dumped significantly. Okay, as long as price does not break, as long as this level holds price, I'm gonna stay in this trade. Okay, so I put my stop in down here, right? So I would end up with just paying some fees, little commissions, right? So price comes back down and just goes back and forth, which we know it's going to do that. Price is just going sideways. We come back up, we tag it again. Okay, we tag it again. I want to see what's going to happen, if there's going to be a breakout. So that was a failed breakout. We come back down, we hold support here, and then back up, and then I'm out with the three contracts right there. So that was a $1,000 trade right there. Okay, with the three MES contracts, and this is not a demo account. This is a real account. Here, let's see, let's just go to the monitor tab. See, these are my trades. Those are my trades. There's my PL day on those. So those are actual trades. Okay, we'll show you the top right here. Okay, so this is a real account. All right. And there we go. So let's switch back here. All right, so this trade, let's see, I entered here at 7:32 in the morning. and got out at 9, basically 10 o'clock. Okay, uh, so basically 2.5 hours. But actually, the real trade. So actually, from 7:30 to 8:41. So really, the trade was about an hour to make that $1,000. But that was the trade there. So now, where are we? So now we have re-entered another stage 4, which is interesting. So this level is holding. So I have a so I an associate trader of mine is still holding this level and looking for the stage 2 to the upside. And yeah, uh, so and I'm actually waiting for it also. So once this stage 2 hits, I'm in this full speed with all I've got, and just going to take this thing up. Um, and there you go. That's the trade. Now, also take a look at the world's greatest indicator. I mean, look at that. Once you hit this, see, this is a no-brainer because this indicator tells you to take the trade to the downside, right? Right there, boom, down. And you're in this all the way. Now, see right here is telling you that there is some divergence that's coming in right there, and that price is going to head to the upside. Before it happens, it tells you price is going to head back to the upside. So we'll zoom into this. And again, look at that move right there. That's a huge move back to the upside right there. That's how accurate my indicators are. And if we want to take a look at the other trade, look at that entry. Beautiful entry. Boom. Just nail that. That's $1,000 right there. That's another $1,000 back down if you shorted it, and another $1,000 back up. And this is 1,000. That would be 2, 3, the almost $4,000 move here. Okay, and this is another $1,000 move back up. Again, that's why I call it the world's most perfect or accurate indicator. It truly is. It's amazing. Again, beautiful trade here. Boom, $1,000 trade right there. Absolutely perfect, and beautiful entry right here. Boom. Again, absolutely perfect. All right, guys, this is SM Trader. So good luck trading. This market is absolutely crazy, but I love the volatility. They're huge, huge swings, and uh, yeah, we'll see what happens in the coming tomorrow. All right, SM Trader, I'm out. Peace.